My beautiful divine YouTube family. I wanted to just take a moment to have a personal message with you. I do a lot of videos for the flame holders or the membership groups, and I also love to be able to put something here on the public platform in order for us to all stay together and connected as a Crystar family. Right now, we have a lot of tremendous energy moving on the planet. There are some big shifts and changes that are happening on planet Earth at this time. Massive movements in the inner Earth's body. And a lot of these movements are actually reflecting our own expansion and growth that we're bringing within ourselves. There's been another timeline shift that has happened. It primarily happened around the time of the 8-8 Lionsgate. And I want to just recap a little bit here on the public platform for everybody, just to kind of give a little bit of insight of what we are working with. About the last 3 months, we've been dealing with some energy on planet Earth that has been a bit more of a divergent parallel reality or version of Earth. There has been a lot of guardian activity on the planet, a lot of things that are happening that many of us are picking up on, but maybe don't always know exactly everything that's going on. You might be having incredibly vivid and wild dreams right now. I know we are in the Flame Holders group. Massive activity in the group, waking up, realizing that it's very busy. There's a lot of activity. There's a lot taking place within the different levels of our awareness and our forms. Now, part of this is really what we might think of as our guardianship role or ambassadorship of how we are holding the Krystic lines on planet Earth. We know without a doubt that there are other races that really want to harness this planet as their own loosh, harvesting station, as their own resource for feeding off of humanity in all kinds of ways. And we already know that there's a lot of races that are just fighting over planet Earth, not only for the commodities that are on it, as far as resources, us being one of them, but also as just real estate, a trajectory and a Stargate jumping point that leads to a lot of other locations within the Milky Way system. So there's a lot of movement that's been going on. And within that, I know it's a little tricky. I know there's probably a lot of people that talk about this in a lot better depth than I'm going to in this moment. But there are these moments where we feel shifts in reality where it's another version of Earth that we're on. It's another timeline that we're on. It's like we're shifting and we wake up and we go like something's different. And this is legitimate. This is actually really real. Well, in the last 2 to 3 months, it's kind of been varying back and forth since around January. There have been multiple. What I've been joking is that there's people fighting over the time dial, and we kind of go here, we go here, we go here, we go here. And when that is happening, we wake up and we recognize a lot of times that everything that we've been working towards sometimes all of a sudden feels off or off track, or we're out of time, or we have a hard time thinking, especially when the time shifts happen. The eyes start to feel a little bit painful, a little bit blurry, hard to focus, sometimes headaches, these kinds of things. This is also playing out on the planet. There's a lot of desire that some of these off-planetary races and races that have been involved here for a very long time, some millions of years, that are vying for this planet. And so certain races are using a bit more aggressive types of technologies to actually try to aggravate weakened points upon the planet and to cause disruptions within the weather, with disruptions within the body of Earth, so that she tremors, she shakes, she explodes, she does all kinds of things, right? And then we feel it. Well, for the last 2, 3 months, I kept catching within the atmosphere that we had slipped into some pretty nasty timelines. Um, with all that's going on and within the nested areas where certain of these battles were taking place around some of these stargates, we shifted into some timelines that were not to our greatest advantage as Krystic race lines. And within that, they kept having us just hold the trajectory, hold the inner flame. It was very specific, the teachings that they were presenting and bringing through in the Flame Holders platform. And within that, as we rode the energies in real time, guardian messages supporting us through it, we all started to feel the shift that started to kind of come into play a little bit before the Lion's Gate, since it is a bit of a window. And around that, because it was the full moon, there was a lot of planetary stuff going on. Within that, as that shifted, there was another shift. This one. Don't let it pass you. Grab it. Go. This one's a good one. This one's the one where there is massive movement. Yes, we're having crazy dreams because we're dealing with a lot of the cleanup on the 2D, the 4D level, all of these things. There's a lot going on. So within that, I just wanted to give a little bit of a taste of some of the things that we've been talking about, that, these are things I mainly have to keep a bit more private in the Flame Holders membership group, but the real-time messages that are coming through from the Guardians are really starting to open up some of the information about what we're here to focus on, especially in the next new moon cycle, which is really quite amazing because things are going to just keep flowing in the direction that you are harnessing, locking, and intending these energies to be in. And within that, one of the things that they have nudged me to give birth to and to present is something called Arkspeak, or primarily I really want to offer it as the Flame Architects membership platform. And that is it's for those of you that are ready to step into your greatness, those of you that are ready to blast through whatever blocks that you've been dealing with, those of you that are ready to face the mirror and see whatever it is that is in the 2D, 4D astral planes and the 2D level of the elementals that have been holding us locked into stagnancy, held within the frequency fences. Where are we ready to unlock, to blast, to become mastery, to become holders of wealth, holders of abundance, to dream into creation the new architecture of this future through whatever business you want to create, however you want to help others, or whatever your imagination comes to be in your own originality. And within this, I really invite you to check out the Flame Architects and the Arkspeak course that is happening right now. It is one of those courses that if you don't catch it, or you can't catch it live, that's okay. You can always just log in anytime, watch the replays, download all of the resources. This is about us really refining ourselves, locking into our mastery, laser focusing on what it is that we want to manifest, because they say that's important. Just because we're moving into a timeline that's flowing a lot better for us to accelerate, they're really encouraging us, get up, go. Don't go run. And this Arkspeed course is really going to be part of that. I can feel just the divine timing that they nudged all of this with, and I always in the end go like, oh well, that makes sense why they were saying that. So with so much love, I wanted to pass this message on. Just know that the next week spiral report is going to be coming out really soon, so you can see what are some of the energies that are influencing the planet. I got some new Q&A clips that I'm going to be posting here very quick, so please just keep subscribe, check out all of the content that's coming. I'm here to support you, so I really, really, really have so much love in my heart for the way that we get to connect through this technology. I love you so much, and I'll see you in our next video.